press the bell icon on our YouTube app and never miss another video from SpotboyE.
Welcome Taapsee and Sujoy to SpotboyE, and I must tell you that I just can't wait to start this interview. I've seen the trailer of Badla just last night at Luka Chupi, and it's terrific. Of course I had seen it on digital, but बहुत फर्क है when you see it on the big screen. Yes.
I want to see it on big screen.
As if you haven't seen it, you made it.
Let's go and see Luka Chupi.
I want to see the movie. I made you to see the movie. I haven't seen the movie.
She is refusing to buy ticket. I am not going to show her movie till she buys the ticket.
I really just can't wait to see this movie. Sujoy, really, before we come to the movie, I must ask you that you have been playing hide and seek. बहुत टाइम से कम पिक्चरें, छोटी पिक्चर, एक दो तीन शॉर्ट फिल्म्स बनाई. It took you some time, you know, to come back into that. Convert
from short filmmaker to a filmmaker.
No. I would say you took some time to get back into your groove. Here you are in full form. I can just vouch for it without seeing the movie. But from the days of
Kahani, कोई एक 5-star दो, please.
Listen,
I love this guy.
You can thank me for that, but it's okay. You've done a good job.
Yeah, of course we'll come to her.
But Vickey is the one who's praising me. Give him a 5-star right now.
Tell me, कहानी से जो थोड़ा बहुत you had moved here and there. What has taken you some time? What?
I don't know, Vickey. I think it's just you need to have something which excites you, a story which you feel which can challenge you, which forces you to contribute more than you would otherwise do in any other work. And I think initially when Taapsee came to me with the script, she said, "This is the script," and I'm the heroine. I said, "Hey." So, I didn't do like that. I sort of politely said, because you know the script she gave me was so good.
I didn't give you the script.
So or the concept that was so good, I didn't know how to better it. And I didn't know what I would do as an individual in that project, because everything is so beautifully and precisely. So I thought, okay, but then I realized it's a great film. I realized she was right for a change. And then
is he speaking for you?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. He's like praising me or like trying to comment or being like the.
No. It was genuinely. I think it was an extremely worthwhile project to jump into, you know, and I'm grateful for having given this project. It's not a project I had of my own. This was something which was I was offered to do, and I think that was which was great, yeah, and it's really exciting, and I thought it was a great challenge.
So how did the offer come along? I mean, how did it all start?
It didn't happen with me. I pushed him till he said yes, but he didn't say yes because of me. How it happened was I read the script, and because it's an official remake of the Spanish thriller, I saw it. I spoke to Sunil. I got signed on for it, and then it was an obvious thing that he is the perfect choice to direct this film. So I asked him, and he had also gotten to know about this film from Sunil. I think he was already approached by them. He had already said no to it, and then I approached him saying, you know, please do it. We consider it is a perfect your kind of a film, your kind of a thriller. He again said no to me because he couldn't wrap his head around the film. He thought as he's saying, he thought he couldn't add anything to the film, and so he said no. And obviously after that I couldn't push further. 3-4 months down the line I get a call saying Mr. Bachchan and
हर दिन फोन करके बोर करती थी.
Yeah, till the time he finally he didn't tell me. I got a call from Sunil again saying Mr. Bachchan and Sujoy are on board. Then I called him up and I blasted him. I was like, I just started laughing. I was like, I understood how he said no when I asked him to do it, but now if Mr. Bachchan is on board, he's doing it.
No. But more than
this is what it is.
No, but Vickey, more than Taapsee and Sir, I think one has to be confident that I can actually bring something to the table. Otherwise, I'm.
So, ऐसा क्या हुआ 3 महीने में that you realized that you could bring on the table?
No,
I mean, she's upset about that. She wants to know that.
No, it's just that what do I do to the story? How do I tell it in a manner which is engrossing without disrupting the original story, which is
Fabric.
absolutely fantastic. You know, and also, you know, it is like Sir and Taapsee back together after Pink. So that in itself is a huge responsibility. You know, so more than anything, you have to be loyal to the film. You know, you have to be very, very precise and focused towards the film. But once I got that sorted out, and I think we quite enjoyed making the film.
So Mr. Bachchan was on board before you joined, right? Or was
No, that was like simultaneous.
That was together.
okay?
Package deal. No, not package deal. But Sir agreed, and
Sir convinced.
and no, honestly, I wouldn't even agree to that also until or unless I knew I could contribute to the film. Because, you know, otherwise I'm doing a disservice to her, to Sir, to the film, everything.
But you were sure that she was the right choice?
He didn't have an option.
I guess so now.
Yeah, I was
No,
signed
but
on board. So
on
there's no
hindsight-
point asking him this question, even though I'm not his favorite, but still.
No.
I was forced and signed in this film already, so he had to live with it.
No. But on a hindsight, I don't think anybody could have done it better.
I know her talent, of course. I think we all know. Film after film, you have been like, you know, but you have got this habit of calling up filmmakers. You told me last time, and I think this time also you
Yeah.
said, okay, Sujoy,
I-
that ये
yeah.
picture करते हैं, ये you become a semi-director now.
Semi-director, no. Just trying. Nobody else is making phone calls for me. I only have to make it no. So what else to do?
And it's a good thing my incoming is free. Otherwise,
So see,
No, but it shows your sense of involvement, yaar. Come on.
Yeah, when I really want to do a
Obviously, you're not going to make a joke of yourself. You know.
Yeah, and also because, as I've told you multiple times, I don't think I have multiple options in terms of if this doesn't work or 2-3 films don't work, I don't know what will happen to my career. So I really want the best for the films I'm a part of, and that's why I really coaxed him to do the film.
Are you saying that because you don't, belong to a particular camp or a coterie?
Yeah, part of it is that I don't think I have that liberty of, just being very safe about the fact that I'll keep getting films regardless of whatever happens to the box office collections of my film. I think I have to be very cautious of the people I work with. My clan is the people who I work with, because they thankfully repeat me. That shows at least I have a good report card, and that's the only way I'm getting work since the beginning of my career. Whoever I've worked with ended up repeating me, and that's the only way I've been getting work. I have issues.
all of them.
Yeah,
I have to repeat also.
Yeah, of course you have to. There's no option. At least this time you'll agree when I call you and tell you to do the
This,
film.
Vicky, I didn't know. This was never told to me in the first deal. तू ये बोला नहीं
But does it make you tense, Taapsee, when you don't belong to a particular camp? You know, the previous film पे बहुत निर्भर करता है कि you know how you go forward.
No, it doesn't stress me, because I'll tell you, whatever I've achieved is basis only whatever I could think of and do with my career, right? There's nobody else who can really get the credit of getting me to the place I am. So that really makes me self-assured that जो भी है छोटा मोटा ही सही मेरा ही है. ऐसा नहीं है कि कल को कोई हाथ खींच लेगा तो I'll fall down. So that kind of gives me
You've been building on
confidence.
that.
Yeah, it'll be slow, but it'll be steady and strong. That it's not a fluke or it's not courtesy other people. So that kind of makes me feel confident and not scared in any way.
Sujoy, what do you think happened in Kahani 2? Because we're coming back to Badla again, but you made that it's pronounced as T, 3N or 10, whatever. What happened in those two movies? You think after Kahani, which is what I tried to ask you initially?
No, I think, again, Vicky, both Kahani 2 or Durga Rani Singh and Theme are something I believed in. And maybe I believed wrong, or maybe, but then again, even in your line, right, as a journalist, you can only write what you believe in. So I can only make a film what I believe in. She can only act in a film that she believes in. Outcome, I don't know. Kahani 2 was very important for me because I really wanted to talk about that subject. I really wanted to talk about child abuse, and I didn't know any other way to talk about it. I didn't know any other way where I can make people aware of the thing. So that's was very important for me, because as a filmmaker, I need to take a stand in my film. I can't just, muck around in films like I do on Twitter or otherwise. There I have to have a stand in life. And Teen, I just love the emotional content of the film. I just thought it was something really, it just, yeah, you fall in love. Do you ever care? You fall in love, yeah. Why do you need to look for reasons? So that's how it happened, fell in love.
Taapsee, let's come to your, this whole get-up which you have, and did you have to really work on it? I mean, in a specific way of delivering your dialogues, your body language?
In this film?
Yeah, this wearing glasses.
Not the glasses for the promotions mostly, not really in the film. The character, if you ask me, I was already half prepared once I read the script and got the role, because I was extremely looking forward, excited to play this part, which was originally for a man, and I wanted to play it, and thankfully Sunir agreed at that point to swap the gender. So I was already ready to take it ahead in the way I wanted to. I always am a director's actor. I need to be taken care of and doctored in a way that I'm going in the right direction. So when I started performing, we didn't do any workshops and all. We trusted a lot on the chemistry between me and sir that it will happen because we've worked together before. And then when I started performing, I was obviously doing it the way I thought I'll do it after a few discussions that we had on the script before we went on floor. And I started doing it that way, and then he told me, meter zyada hai, kam hai, right, left, kya, kahan jana hai. And that's exactly how I want my directors. I can't expect them to act and tell me what to do. But I do need their help, and I'm very dependent upon them to tell me that if I'm doing it right or no.
But doesn't it help if the director actually enacts the scene at
No,
times?
it doesn't help me at all. It really
It
puts me in a big fix.
No, you should never do that.
I tried, then I'm thinking, should I do it naturally or should I mimic this person?
Mimic, yeah.
So it's very scary when some people
It
try to do
actually
that.
mimic, actually, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a scary zone. I hope I never get to do that.
Yeah, and I think it's not the right thing to do, because this is what she brings to the table, acting.
Many directors do it.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
But I personally don't believe in it, because if I'm expecting her to act, let her act. So I don't think it's the right thing to do. It's like teaching an editor how to edit, or a cinematographer how to shoot the film.
But tell me, you have seen her movies, I guess, most of them. Which movie had she impressed you when you went on the set, and something must be
shock the daylights out of Vickey right now.
Kuch to,
Shock the daylights out of him.
She's on board, but something must be in your heart that, okay, we are on the right track, because I had seen her here. Which was that movie?
I wanted to work with her after I saw
I have guessed that it's not Pink. I have guessed that it's not Mulk if she's going to shock me.
No. The film I
me.
wanted to work with her after seeing is actually Chashme Baddur.
Oh.
Can you beat that?
I told her
that's
that.
That's not your genre.
Yeah. Not his kind of film at all.
I really liked her. I thought it was great fun, and I thought it's just an instinct, Vickey. Because I don't know how she is as a person, or I just felt like if I have to make a film with her, I'll enjoy making a film with her. And that's what you go with. You could be completely wrong. She might turn out to be a nightmare, which she did. But again, you think. And that's how I did. Then I was doing some other film which I kept hassling her about, and we really wanted to make that film, which we still haven't been able to make.
Nobody else wants to make it apart from both of us.
So he's going to repeat you, I guess, as you.
He has no other option, he has to.
All director has to repeat her.
Yeah, that comes with me.
You should tell me this right in the beginning.
But I must tap on that line when you said she's a nightmare. Is she a very opinionated girl on the set? She has an opinion on many things in life.
Well, on film, I can tell you, and I'm not saying this because she is here. I think when I finally finished the script, I gave it to her to read. And one day she called me and said, I'm coming to your office in the night. And she came to my office, and I think that day was the most harrowing experience of my life, when she asked me like millions and tons of questions. Ye, we were jhagda, ye, wo, chillam, chilli. But post that, I think that's one night of chillam, chilli and everything that happened. After I think once she was convinced as to, she had some serious issues, right? Like, why are you making me do this? Why are you doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I? But once
शुरू तो मैंने किया, आप कौन हो?
so once she agreed to that, she never questioned me about that. That I have to give to her. After that, she said, it's like, चल, तू जो बोल रहा है मैं करने के लिए तैयार हूँ. And that was really very assuring for a director, when your actors trust you.
What's the difference between Vidya Balan and her? You worked with Vidya so closely. She's so talented and so is she. Now, I want you to tell me.
And the difference is
कुछ तो होगा.
she's her favorite. That's the first difference.
She's his favorite.
She's his favorite, yeah.
Still remains?
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
remains?
Don't put him in a fix. I know she's
Come on. You already put it in a fix a lot of times in the interview.
No, Balan is definitely good. No two ways about it. I mean, she's awesomely, awesomely good, and she's also awesomely, awesomely good. I'm not saying this because she's sitting here. Again, and they both have their own individual strengths, individual way of working, individual style.
ये elections आ रहे हैं ना, so he's speaking like a politician.
No, I'm not being. It'll be unfair to compare to them. Obviously, I worked with Vidya a lot closer than I worked with her. I worked with Vidya in 3 films, so
Yeah.
as opposed to my first film with her. And that's not to take away anything from Taapsee. Just because I worked with Sir in 3 films or Vidya.
The method I'm saying, anything starkly different between the two?
Yeah, maybe acting or performing ka style, how it is different, that might be different.
Spontaneity
It could
or
be different. I mean, the way Vidya prepares versus how she prepares. She's very spontaneous. Even Vidya is spontaneous, but I think she's a little too spontaneous. Vidya is a little more in control. That's not in a bad way. So I remember, I'll give an example. For example, like there was this one instance where there was a character actor who had to say a line, and he was not just getting it right, but Vidya had to cue that person every time. Almost 25 takes, 28 takes, but she could maintain that. But I think that's Vidya. And after that 25 takes, she even gave her own take. By that time, we were, as crew members, we were like devastated. कि क्या हो रहा है यार, हम 25 हो गया, अभी माँ भी कितना करेंगे? But she was like spot on in everything. So I think that's, and her first take is awesome. Like you cannot get a better first take than Taapsee Pannu.
Yeah, for me at 25 so there is no way. 25 so I'll be also devastated. I'll be like lying on the floor.
So that puts you in a fix actually, because Taapsee's. So you have to be ready. You cannot go wrong with the first.
I think your trolls are also equally spontaneous. I mean, you have the wittiest reply to give to any.
Yeah, those are my spontaneous one. First time when I hear, see or read and then reply, it's like that. That's how it.
Yeah, I mean, you say cerebrum to a body part and you say to a bikini something, and I mean, any kind of reply you give is.
It's spontaneous.
It's hilarious.
It's a born fighter. I mean, like.
Born fighter.
तो ऐसा हुआ कि ये सीन यार इस तरह से नहीं होगा, इस तरह से होगा. मैं तो यही तरह से करने वाली हूँ. And
that was during a discussion time that I said that this is how I thought. If you want to convince me other way, then convince me. Otherwise, get convinced. I've always maintained that stand with the directors I work with. Either convince me or get convinced. You can't just tell me to do something just for the sake of it, because if I don't feel connected to it, I'll not be able to deliver, and you'll not get that first take that I try to give most of the times. So that's my problem or strength, but and I'm very honestly open about it, that we will go through a lot of discussions and to arguments as well. But eventually, once I agree or get you convinced with something, then I'll not question further. But once we have to be on the same page, that's important.
How did you get Red Chillies on board? I mean, how did they come on board? Let's put it that way.
That is more to Sunir's credit. We didn't have any role to play there. I think that was Sunir's credit that he got Red Chillies on board, and which I think is a fantastic.
Clearly, yeah.
Clearly, evidently, and we couldn't be happier. But that credit has to be given to Sunir, and we can't really take that credit.
So, was Shah Rukh or anybody monitoring and
no, nobody ever
getting into the story or
no.
Complete free hand.
No, complete. And the way they are also promoting and marketing our film, that's where the expertise comes in. And at least I'm very happy. I sleep well.
No, did you meet Shah Rukh at any stage or for the?
I met him once or twice, but there is no saying ke aise picture bana ke waise picture bana. Nothing like that. It's more okay. Now the movie is done. Let's take this movie this way forward to the audience. Which is great. Which is an area I do not know anything about. And I'm more than happy if somebody guides me.
No, it's really fab because I mean.
Yeah,
if a mainstream actor tries to take it ahead, I mean, I obviously he knows.
Because even this, you see, माफ कर देना हर बार सही नहीं होता. मेरा line बहुत लंबा था. He cut it down to this. Initially being,
Who?
Shah Rukh.
Acha.
So he cut it down to this. So I initially.
So how much was it?
थोड़ा लंबा था.
सिंपल वो पहले बदला लेना हर बार सही नहीं होता पर माफ कर देना भी हर बार सही नहीं होता. That was his dialogue in the film.
That's right. So since you are very close to your dialogue but it works so beautifully. So these are the things when you're actually there's a difference between film and marketing a film which sometimes the director fails to see. I always see a film. So these are the cool things he brings to the table.
Taapsee, any changes you saw in Mr. Bachchan when you worked with him in Pink and now anything or at least the equation between you two?
We spent way more time here than together doing scenes than what we did in Pink. Because here, if you see the entire film, it's the major chunk of the film is about these two people sitting across the table and talking. So, spent much more time. So yeah, I mean, not behavioral wise any changes.
No, maybe you were a little more comfortable.
That really helps because that helps with whenever you work with an actor and you work with that actor again, obviously you know how that actor works, so you're prepared. Like I'm now prepared. That's why we'll do multiple rehearsals before we go for the take. So I tell Sujoy, call me when he is ready. I'm going in the room. So I go lock myself in the room and be ready when they are ready to shoot. And now sir also knows that I cannot rehearse. If I rehearse, my problem is I get spent because I start giving a lot out in the rehearsal as well. I don't know the art of keeping it with me until the take. I will give it out. So which I want to keep it till the take. So he's understood that now. So he also knows that I'll come and do dry runs 1 and 2 before the take, but I'll not rehearse properly before the take.
That's your personality and I quite like it. Thank you so much for being on SpotboyE.
Thank
We
you.
are all looking forward to this movie.
Thank you so
and
much.
wish you
You're
all
going
the
to see
best.
it, no, Vickey?
Of course, I want to see it. I'm going to see it early, I hope.
Yeah, I also hope so.
Thank you.